There was a point in my life when it felt like everything was collapsing all at once. Not one problem, not two, everything. And honestly, I began to question God. Life became extremely hard. Things kept going from bad to worse. At that time, I couldn't even. It got so bad that they were not allowed to write their exams. As a father, that broke me deeply. Because there's a kind of pain that comes when you cannot provide for your children. And while I was still trying to process that situation, another one came. One day, my landlord's lawyer came with a quit notice and they wanted to renovate the house and we had to leave. I remember just staring at the notice, trying to understand how my life got to that point. But before I could recover from that shock, another one came. That same weekend, the landlord of my shop came to meet me too. The land where my shop was located had been sold, and I was expected to vacate the place. At that moment, I felt surrounded by problems. Home problems, business problems, financial problems, everything all at once. When I got home, I told my wife everything, and honestly, I expected her to panic with me. But instead, she started dancing. I was shocked. Then she said something I will never forget. She said, "The time for God to bless us has finally come." I looked at her in confusion. In my mind, I was thinking, does she even understand what a quit notice means? But she refused to fear. She kept encouraging me not to worry. That same week, someone invited me to a church service. I was also given some materials to read. And as I read through different testimonies, something happened inside me. Hope started coming alive again. I said to myself, maybe God can also change my story. So I decided to go. From the very first day, something felt different. I can't fully explain it, but I felt peace. I felt hope. And I felt faith. So I kept attending. But physically, the pressure was still there. We still had to leave the house. I still needed another shop. Money was still not available. One day during a message, I heard words that entered deeply into my spirit. That no matter what battle I was facing, God would take over. And honestly, that was exactly what happened. Suddenly, help started coming from places I did not expect. Money appeared for a new apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment. And I was able to rent it. After all the fear, after all the pressure, God made a way. But that was not even the end. While I was still celebrating that breakthrough, something else happened. I got a plot of land, and almost immediately construction work started. Everything happened so fast that even I could hardly believe it. Within just 1 month and 1 week, a 3-bedroom bungalow reached roofing level. From quit notice to building a house, from pressure to peace, from almost losing everything to seeing God change my story completely. If you are watching this right now and it feels like life is hitting you hard from every direction, please don't lose hope. Sometimes Right when things look the worst, your turnaround is closer than you think. What looks like the end may actually be the beginning of something greater. Today, when I look back at everything, I know only God could have done this, because no human explanation fits in. And if He changed my story, He can change yours too. Remember, still God works.